Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create this infographic using Illustrator. Now the goal, or you can say we are in the episode 6 now, so we are slightly moving forward to the advanced version. So now the trick part here is how to add this kind of 3D effect in this video. Fine, now let's get started. Let me make it as a group and keep it aside. Fine, the very first thing we need to create a rectangle. Let me show up the ruler. Let's create a rectangle first. So this rectangle we can modify it later on. Now let me select all 4 sides. And then effect, object, path, then we should see offset path. This seems to be okay. Click OK. Now we have to separate path. Get into the properties and pathfinder. We have to get the pathfinder from the windows, and you should see minus front. Fine. Now the next thing, let me adjust it. Center, and now let's create a rectangle. Select all 4 sides. No, all 4 sides is not required. Let me make this opacity little smaller so that we can get the transparent effect. Now again let's create a rectangle. Select these 2 shapes and use the minus front option, and let's create another rectangle. So before that, what we can do is, before subtracting this, let me make these 2 shapes. And let's subtract now. Just fill the 30%. So now select these 2 shapes and just divide this. Now ungroup this. Now again let's divide these 2. Now ungroup this, simply delete this. We don't need this as well. Now we are going to apply the gradient, and just to make sure the gradient, the bright side should come at the bottom. The same way, select this guy, the bright side should come at bottom. And let me make this opacity back to normal. Now get this guy at the top. To get this guy at the extreme top, Control Shift close square bracket. Now let me make this slightly forward, so control close square bracket, and this should come extreme top. Control Shift open square bracket. Okay, this should come at top. Control Shift open square bracket. Well, that seems okay. Now let me change this color to something like grayish. Well, for now it's okay. Now let me give this guy some shadow. Select this effect, stylize, drop shadow. Click OK. Now we need some shadow over here as well, so let's select the rectangle, sorry, ellipse, make like this, zoom in. Now fill this with black. Now you see Gaussian blur as we did for the earlier videos. Blur, Gaussian blur. Click OK. Let me make this slightly smaller. Now just place this guy below. Control open square bracket. Now this does looks like what we need. Now just drag this. Cool. Likewise, I need one more time. Sorry for that. The same way, select this guy, alt drag, object, transform, reflect, and click OK. Now we have to fix this properly. Okay, the problem here is we haven't moved this to the below shapes. Select all, object, transform, reflect, and click copy. Just move this aside. Let me place this guy at the extreme bottom. So control open round bracket. Now the same way, and finally we just have to add some color. So that is very easy. just add the gradient which we have already done in the previous video. We are not going to repeat it again. So just fill the color. And just add the text. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.